The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network. What's up, everybody? This is Relatable Radio, where it is always ladies' night. My name is Jackie, and I have here with me Amy.
Hello.
And Allison.
What up?
And Taylor.
Hi.
Make sure you check out our website, mbnnetwork.com. You could also subscribe to Patreon.
Patreon.com/MBN
Network.
Wow.
I got your back.
I know. I was trying to do it. I don't know why. I just think I'm always going to fuck up the slash part.
Yeah.
Like after the slashy part.
The slashy part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
whatever.
Cool. It's fine. You did a great job.
It's in unison almost.
Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Boom. Do it. You won't.
I dare you.
I dare you.
Triple dog dare you.
So
We went bowling.
yeah, we went bowling last night. How did everyone do? Oh, Amy
I
didn't bowl.
No.
It was
But
your
if
birthday party.
If you did, yeah, it was my 35th birthday party.
I mean, I would have bowled, but I didn't want to make everybody look bad.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
So
I get it.
That's why I was trying to be kind.
Yeah, Allison, how'd you do?
She killed it.
I'm killing it every time.
Yeah. I like your style of bowling. It's very, very nonchalant.
Right, like, I
very
don't-
casual.
Right.
Like you
Just
kind
walks
of just
up and
like
just-
walk up and just kind of like toss the ball, but it works for you. Like I love watching people's different bowling styles because like everybody has a different
for sure.
style, and you can tell like which ones like are very serious about
Yeah.
it. Like John is very
How
serious
does
about
this ball
bowling.
curve like that?
Kevin can do the curve thing
the way he
too.
throws it.
It's all in the
crazy.
wrist.
Yeah,
Lots of practice.
John doesn't use the finger holes.
No, he doesn't.
He
just palms it and just kind of
he
spins
cups
Hands
it.
aren't
it.
big enough for
He's
that.
cupping.
He cups the
he's
balls.
cupping
Yeah.
his balls.
Cups the balls.
Throws them with a little curve.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it doesn't work that well for him. Use the finger holes. What are you trying to prove?
Well, our brother Nathan, Amy, as
He's
you know
ridiculously
this.
good.
Yeah, he was in like they had like a high school team up there
Yeah,
where
he
he
was, like,
lives.
crazy
And
good.
He's bowled a 300 before, perfect game. He's got a ring.
I don't even
got
break
a ring
100.
for it and
No.
everything.
Is it a pinky ring?
No, it's not a pinky ring.
see?
So it was a missed opportunity for him. But no, he's got like his own, ball bag and shoes, and he's got tape on his fingers
Yeah.
and real serious. And I'm talking about just recreational.
And Nathan's
when he goes with us, that's what he does.
It's ridiculous because like how far back he brings his arm.
Yeah.
And
He's
how
got really long arms.
well he's got really long arms.
His
so
arms
it's like-
basically go all the way up behind him, like all the way up.
They come ridiculously high, and then when he releases it, it is so fucking quiet.
Like you don't even hear it hit the ground.
I'm like,
See, mine
how
would
do you
be-
do
If
that?
I did it that hard, it would be over like a few lanes.
right.
Mr. Steve almost did that. Did anyone witness Mr.
No.
Steve's?
I missed that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like I'm watching him and I'm not even sure what happened. Like it was headed towards the wall because we were like and like it ended up dropping and just going right in the gutter. But like I thought for sure that he was like throwing it at the wall.
You ever see the videos where people like and they throw it and it hits like the TV
Yeah.
screen up
Oh,
ahead?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at one point,
it
people
happens.
were trying to break each other's speed records.
Yeah.
Throwing the ball last night. That's when
Mike
things
was
get reckless.
focused. Mike was focused on trying to break 20 miles per hour.
And he did it like right away.
He did it. Not his. I think it was the next turn. So he did it, and he got like
23 miles per hour.
I know, but I think he got like 17 and then
Oh, okay.
18, and then his next time up, he got 23 something.
Yeah.
So
It's quite the turnout for your birthday though.
yeah,
you
I
put a
was
lot of
actually
people.
surprised. Like we were like trying to go back and like how many people ended up coming out because we were like I hope 4 lanes is enough, and then I was like I hope. Well, at first we are like is 4 lanes too many? Because I was like, what if like 12 people come? We don't
Right.
need 4 lanes, but
Right.
I'm glad we did 4 lanes.
Me too. It worked out really good. I mean, like all the podcast people were kind of on a lane. Your soccer friends were in a lane.
Yeah.
Your family was in a lane. And then
Yeah.
overflow,
Yeah.
you know?
Miscellaneous.
Yeah. Sorry about your luck, lane. Go.
Right.
Meet people, socialize. But it was great. I feel like everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
It was nice to be out without the kid. I don't remember the last time I was out at a social function without children. Like I was thinking
Yeah.
about it this morning and I was like,
Well, yeah, you
don't
guys
remember.
You guys missed. We did the network bowling thing,
Yeah.
I couldn't find a sitter.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Missed
That's
it.
right. You missed it. Yeah, that's right.
But was Kev there?
No.
Or did you
No.
both? You both missed.
No. Yeah, everybody missed it from that. From
Yeah.
from you guys.
Because Danny and Allison were there.
John and Mr. Steve were there. CJ, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think.
And us, obviously.
Yeah. I think.
But yeah, it was fun.
No, yeah, it was a great time. We all sang "Happy Birthday" to you, and then
I
they were
didn't
going
want
away.
that, by the way.
I could tell your face was so red.
Because Suzanne was like, "Do you want me to just cut this and serve it?" I'm like, "Perfect,
Yeah, do that.
'Cause, Like
who started
10 minutes.
singing?
Mike Cowell.
Calling him out.
I'm calling you out,
Mike.
Because I said to Mike, I was like, "Oh, perfect. I didn't want them to sing to me." Taylor had forewarned me 10 minutes prior. He's like, "I think they're getting ready to sing to you." I'm like, No. Just cut the damn cake and put it out. I'm like, I'm 35, guys. Like, I don't need 1,000 people
Yes, you
singing
do.
to me.
You do.
So yeah,
You deserve it.
embarrassment. Thank you.
No, you deserve for everybody in that bowling alley to know that.
And they made your
was a
announcement
special night for
on
you.
the
Yeah.
loudspeaker.
Which I made the joke about earlier because I was like, I don't know where the announcer sits.
Yeah, right.
Is it over by the?
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm gonna
DJ?
call the dance floor.
Yeah. I used to get down on that dance floor.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Me too.
Wait, you
no.
guys did too. Stop it.
No.
Stop it right
You
now.
never-
I did not.
You never went to Rock and Bowl.
I went to Rock and Roll, but I don't think we danced. And
Wow.
also, no,
That stage was packed.
Oh
Packed, yeah,
Packed.
packed when we were younger.
Yes.
I don't think I ever danced at the bowling alley unless
Missed
like in my
opportunity.
lane. Like, ooh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But also,
No wonder you didn't go to the
Yes.
dance floor, but used your fingers to dance.
You have to use your fingers, okay?
So I guess there was like a high school girls field hockey
hockey.
fundraiser going on last night. So I don't know if the bowling alley is usually that popping on a Saturday
was
night.
I
It was
feel like
popping in there.
early though.
Yeah.
8
well,
o'clock.
maybe 8. We went at 8.
I think it is though.
Yeah, that's
Like-
because if it is, to me, that's what the mall used to be. Like we
Yeah.
talk about how dead the mall
Oh,
is
God.
now, and like
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the crowd that
But
used to
people
be in
want
the
to
mall.
do something now. Like
Right.
we used to just like go to the mall and walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
then
like buy
in our-
CDs, but you can't buy CDs anymore. So
Yeah.
Make out with
Yes, you
boys in
can.
the dressing rooms.
There's a store at the King
Oh,
of Prussia
really?
Mall.
You never did that?
Wait,
no,
what'd you do?
I never
What'd
did
you do?
that. Make out
Find,
with
like,
boys in the
dressing
dressing room.
rooms and, like,
You and
box
Diddy
cars.
disappeared
in
last
the
night.
dressing room with a boy.
Making out, apparently.
Boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend.
Oh,
boyfriend.
Lord.
He's coming in with me.
No, I remember like sitting on the beds in like
Yeah. And then we would, you know.
was it Strawbridge's? It was Strawbridge's back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Jeez, Allison.
Amy met someone online.
Wow.
always has to make it work.
Deflect.
She is definitely deflecting.
Abort.
Who is the boy?
But yeah,
I want names.
in our 20s though, Rock and Bowl, which starts at 10 o'clock, that used to have a line out the door.
Yeah.
You remember? And we were there until 11. Just
I guess
talking.
I don't think that maybe they don't do rock and bowl on
Wait, where
Saturday.
was
No, they do.
music?
They do.
Where
How
was
come-
the music though? It never came.
Nothing happened because no one was there. Like when we left, there was
Was it empty?
a couple people.
Well, to be
bowling.
honest, I'm glad because like my dad came. He doesn't have the best vision, and he hates like rock and bowl because it gets
All
so
the
dark
lights.
and he can't see the lanes that well.
yeah.
And like I agree. Like, look, I wanted bowl well. Okay, guys, that's my
Really?
focus in
I'm
life.
so surprised.
Did you bowl good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my best. I picked out a 6-pound ball.
Me too.
Yeah. And I feel like I kept curling it because it was too light for me, but with my back, it's sore as fuck today. But that's why I did it. I went light and just didn't do anything too crazy.
Got it.
Bowling usually jacks up my shoulder real bad. Because
hurts
my
my
shoulder is
fingers.
always like kind of on that point of like.
But do you
it could
think
be
it's the
bad, it
weight
could
of
be
the
good.
ball?
Yeah. Well, I get light balls. It doesn't matter.
Light balls.
I get light balls. So like I know when I go bowling that like my shoulder is going to be jacked for like 3-4 days
Try
after.
stretching next time before you go
Do you see
bowling.
me stretch?
I stretch
bowl?
before, during, and after. It doesn't matter. It's just that
Do
motion
you have
that just.
an issue with that shoulder?
Yeah, children.
But I mean, like a
strong arm?
pre-existing. Did you like ever tear something?
No,
or-
not that bad.
Okay.
But it's from
You always
it's from
lift your
heavy
like
children.
lift your car
It's
seats
my
up.
right.
Look at us all.
Yeah.
We're all just like arms in the
We're
air.
very arm.
Keep it up, girls. Keep it up, girls. 1, 2, 3. You're almost there.
He looks absolutely ridiculous right now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I made Allison do her turkey impression, and then she was
saw
like,
that.
"I'm not doing it because you always laugh at my face." I'm like, "No, I don't." Then she did it. And I'm like, "You're right. I do always laugh at your face." It's just your
And then
facial.
Maggie's like, do it. And she's like looking at my face. I'm like, you're doing it just to look at my face.
Yeah. Oh well. You make a very funny face when you do it, and I can't help that it brings me joy. Okay, this don't kill my vibe.
And it has to get very serious.
Yeah, you do.
you
I think
concentrate
that's
really
what it
hard
is, though. I
beforehand.
think it's because you get so
Yeah.
serious.
I have to like
Your
get in the
eyes get
zone.
really big.
Yeah. Well, like a Turk.
Right.
True.
Yeah. But
True.
Maggie got a fucking turkey. After my family leaves, so then her and my friend Suzanne were on the lane together. She's like, does Suzanne want to bowl again? And I was like, ask her. She's only bowled one game because she got there late. So she had to wait for a game to end and then jump on a game. And I was like, she'll probably play. She'll probably want to bowl like a second game. So Maggie bowled a third game, and it was probably her best game. She
warmed up.
She legit got 3 strikes in a row, which is a turkey,
Jeez.
which is why I was telling you to do the turkey.
Oh.
I was doing the
That's
turkey.
an expression in almost in
yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Bowling? I did not
You
know
ever see
that.
it comes up on the screen? There's a turkey.
There's a turkey.
I just thought that was what they did. Like, it was just like...
And then I think,
I don't know why they call it that, but
yeah,
that's
it's
what they
weird.
call it.
yeah, we'd have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
It's strike and then a double, then turkey,
Right.
and then
Nothing.
it's something stupid. Like
You can
it's
get a
just
double
really
turkey,
basic.
but I don't think there's anything until you get a double turkey.
Double turkey, I think, is when you get 6. Would be
Correct.
my guess, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That makes sense.
So like 4 and 5 just don't count.
Pretty much, yeah.
They're just. It's just like 4
It's
in a
like,
row.
okay, stop showing off.
It's like
okay, enough with
Yeah,
this.
I think it's just like something really basic, like 4 in a row,
Right.
like really dumb and basic.
It's basically like from your 21st birthday all the way to your 40, nobody cares.
But
Not true. 30's a
30's a big one, I guess. All right, so
I-
30 to 40.
I've gotten a turkey before.
You're saying you don't care about Jackie's birthday? Is that what you're saying right now?
Wait a minute. What? Rewind. What
I
did you
look
say?
like a penis.
Yeah.
That is exactly how women analyze things. That right there just came back and bit you in the ass.
I don't want to,
I don't want to judge.
I don't want to pat myself on the back here, but last night was kind of my idea. I set that whole
mean,
thing
Oh,
up.
no, no, no.
It
It
is
was
right.
your idea. It
So
definitely was.
I'm just saying I care.
Yeah.
A lot.
Now back out. Just change the subject.
Yeah.
But now it's
Try to help
over.
you out.
Oh, it's over now. We don't get to celebrate anymore.
Now it's over. Now it's back to
Guys,
normal.
He bought me an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
We've eaten one piece each out of it.
There's so much ice cream
on
cake
my
in that
birthday.
freezer.
On my birthday, I was like, we got home and I was too full. I was like, I can't eat ice cream right now.
Yeah.
Because I really thought I could have thrown up.
Where did you go?
Longhorn.
What'd you get?
But they do like a little combo deal. So it's like, I got like a 6-ounce sirloin, and then you can either do this like Parmesan crusted chicken, which is amazing, by the way. They do like this 8 count of shrimp, which I'm like, eight shrimp, not gonna cut it. I want more
Depends how
shrimp
big they
to
are.
feel like you're for your money's worth. You know what I mean? And then there's like baby back ribs. So this time I chose the baby back ribs, and I was like,
Are their ribs good?
Amazing.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
they were a
I
little
always
dry.
I get nervous about ordering ribs from places because either they're going to be really great or they're going to blow, and like it's a risk I just don't want to take.
They're normally really good. Taylor typically gets them at Longhorn.
Yeah, yeah, that's usually what I get when I go there.
They were a little dry for me.
Yeah, they're
But
dry this time.
my steak tasted dry. It was cooked. It looked cooked right, but it was just for whatever reason dry.
It's
If
still
that
good,
makes
though.
any sense.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah. So,
We're going to eat our leftovers today while
Yeah.
we watch football.
but I got
You look so excited about that.
I got a free dessert because it came like in my
For your
email.
birthday.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
what you have
"Can
to
I
do
get
is
this
sign
to
up
go?"
with different restaurants in all different birthday months.
I tried.
So then every month you get a different coupon,
coupon
for a free
And you get-
appetizer, free dessert, free, whatever.
But
It's a
I was
really
like,
good
I
idea.
kind of because I knew we had ice cream cake, so I kind of wanted to get like a free appetizer, but we didn't do apps this time, right?
No, we did.
Oh, we did.
We got these, they're
my
new
God.
too, and
They're
they're like
good.
these little chicken bites.
Yeah.
And they usually have like this spicy sauce on them, but we ordered it on the side.
I didn't know how spicy it's going to be, so I
Yeah.
just asked for it on the side.
She said, yeah. We were like, how spicy is this? She's like, spicy.
Guys, I came in the cutest little like cast iron,
Like
Little
pot
thingy.
like kettle thing,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
and I was like, I want to take it home so
Should
bad.
have.
I
You
know,
should have.
I didn't.
I've done that.
Yeah, me too.
I steal things from restaurants.
They were
Yeah.
slamming.
I mean, they've got
They were
plenty, and they
really
order them
good.
for so cheap, and they're not going to miss them. It's
No.
fine.
Yeah,
And then you just got to keep going back so you can have a whole set.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Like all my ramekins are from restaurants.
It's like every.
Ramekin.
Like the little tiny, like with the little sauces and
Oh,
shit
yeah,
coming
yeah,
out. and,
okay.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, all of mine. Those are
Yeah,
awesome.
we used to.
I put them in the to-go containers and just whoop,
Yeah.
put them right in there.
We used to make, well, She didn't know, but we used to put random shit in my mom's purse every time we were at a restaurant. She'd be like, "Where'd this fork come from? Where'd this drinking glass come from?" So we're a bunch of kleptos, I guess. I don't know. We just always took things from restaurants.
Yeah, my stepdad's notorious for just having a drink and just walking right out of the restaurant with it or the bar, like whatever. So he has this whole collection of glassware that's all from different places because he just walks right out.
That's great.
And I think I swear to God, in one weekend I got 2 new drinking glasses from restaurants that we took.
Yeah, just nobody's gonna say anything.
Super cute. Like I can't. It's just like a regular glass, but it's like a little curved at the top. It's shorter than like a normal glass. I feel like
Looks borderline like a mason jar.
kind of.
Yeah.
Like somebody just lobbed off the top of a glass and it's a little curved. I don't know why. I love it so much. It's just, to me, it's just really cute.
I don't even use it because I know how much she likes it.
Yeah.
I stay away from it.
And then Maggie stole one from Ron's schoolhouse because we both joked about taking the glass, and then she legit put it up her shirt. Right? So it was like basically her armpit, and she was carrying her food out. And then I looked over and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, you really took it.
Oh my God.
She's like, yeah, I thought you wanted it. I was like, I thought you wanted it. So I took it. She's like, I don't have room for this. So I was like, well, I don't really either, but oh well. It's not like they're all the glasses aren't always sitting in there. Like we're normally using something. There's always room in the cabinet.
Right?
There has to be.
Yeah. Kevin breaks dishes all the time when he's doing dishes. Like all the time.
I've broken dishes while doing
So like
dishes.
I don't even have like a nice set of anything. But then I have kids too. Like, and let's be honest, I use paper plates like the majority of the time. And we all have like drink containers,
Reusable.
right? So we all use reusable things. Like so we don't like my cups and things, like we never use any of them.
Well, unless there's guests.
Yeah, but I don't have people over.
But you should.
I don't do that.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you will, and you'll set up a class in your new workshop.
In my little tiny ass garage.
And you'll offer beverages. Did you think more about my idea?
I can't wait for your Etsy shop to open.
So it is technically open right now, guys.
Oh my God. Is there a name? Can you announce?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Here's the thing, though. There's only one thing in my shop right now. I just made 5 additional products that I'm waiting to take pictures. I'm waiting for the sun to come out so I can take good pictures, so I can list those. I'm just nervous about announcing it before I have anything in it, right? Because I don't want to be like, oh, everybody like, oh, let me go check it out. And there's like, oh, it's one thing. So I'm waiting. I'm not ready yet.
I have an idea for your Etsy shop.
I want to hear your ideas.
I've been saving for it.
Do you want to give me this idea now?
I mean, you want me to do it on here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, like one thing that we talk about quite a bit on the show, you've done it a few times. Allison, I think you have, and I know you have. Like going out to do like the painting with people and the drink, And we talk about like how certainly people with kids and stuff, it's hard for them to get out and do things or crafty things, whatever. Mm-hmm. You have the capabilities of printing out all this vinyl and stuff. What if you made like kits for people, like personalized kits? Like if you're talking about like how like you have like the wooden sheet already made, you make everything, but you just kind of
like send it to the person and they can make it.
They can do it
It's
themselves.
actually a really good idea.
And make it like
great
make a
idea.
night out of it kind of deal. You know what I mean?
That's really
Then I
good.
order a kit. Like, okay, here's your arts and
Here's
crafts
everything
projects.
you need.
And you can make the
Right.
whole thing for
they
a
can-
price, but you can send them the kit price.
All, like, the raw
which they can do
materials.
it. Yeah.
Right.
You can make like video tutorials exclusively on Patreon for the MBN network or whatever. I'm just saying, you know what
Throw that out
I
there.
mean?
Throwing all these quotation marks out there. It's very aggressive.
Figures, but
do you
but
do
I'm
that?
just saying, like you could do
That's
that.
a really good idea.
That'd be pretty cool.
Actually,
Yeah.
it is.
I thought about it the other day, and I was like, I'll tell
smart.
Amy on Sunday.
I mentioned to Amy she should do like holiday snow globes.
And I was like, when you first said, I'm like,
That's
I don't know
really
what you
cool.
mean by this. And then you started sending me pictures. I was like, oh my God, they are so fucking
cute.
adorable.
So like you take
So
like a regular
cute.
little vase like that. We have 3 at work. No, literally, I think somebody brought them in because they had their kids' high school graduation party and they had a bunch of flowers
For the
in them
centerpieces
for
and
the
stuff.
centerpieces.
Yeah.
And then he brought in all these empty jars.
What are you doing? Why are you bringing
And I was
it
like,
in?
I don't even need this, but I want it.
It's free. And I might use it one day for something.
I cut the ribbon off of it and brought it home, and it actually.
So the glassware is not the problem with that because you can get glassware super cheap.
Yep.
It's determining what you're going to put inside and
Yeah.
the price point of things that are inside and making sure that the price point of what you put in it you can charge and still make a profit off of everything at the end. So I am definitely like
Contemplating and thinking about it.
But those were really, really cute. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. And they would be really easy to make.
And I have 3 glass jars you can use right off the bat.
Right.
One of them's like the rippled edge. I think you can still use it. You're not really going to put water in them. So
Yeah.
it'll hold. But they're yours if you want them.
Yeah, they were really cute. I just got to figure out what I'd put inside.
They're just in the way, and it always annoys me because I'm like, this counter is a mess in here.
Yeah, I have a whole cabinet in my house that's full of like random. I have like the lantern kind of boxes and like stuff I've done for like showers or weddings for people or whatever that I've kind of just now I have all of this like crap that I'm like, it's taking up an entire cabinet in my kitchen. And there's like random, like all sorts of random shit. I need to start making stuff and then just getting rid of it.
Yeah. Or get a special cabinet that you can put somewhere, like if you want
Like
it in
in
the
my
garage
kitchen.
or somewhere. Yeah. Well, in your workspace so that you have them
Workspace
readily
is
available.
very small.
The kit idea would be cool just because it would be a win-win for everybody. It would be a step out of the process for you.
Yeah.
And it would be a process that somebody is like
Can do.
looking to do.
Yeah.
And you just pre-make everything, pre-cut everything, and
They
just
can
have
like
them put it
select what
together.
projects they want. That's what you prep and send to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
that'd be cool.
I'm going to have to mull that over a little bit.
Yeah, check it out.
It's a great idea.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Good for you, Taylor.
$1 million idea.
Yeah, I come up with them
the idea,
all
man.
the time.
He does.
I just forget about them like 20 minutes later. That's my problem.
He's got to write them down. You need,
That's
so
my
you need to
problem.
walk around with like a little journal every time.
Yeah.
It's called a phone, right?
Right,
There's all
I
sorts of
actually-
like cool apps
You can do a
could
voice
use that,
memo.
like-
I've
yeah.
gotten-
Note to self.
I've gotten back into using my notepad on my phone. Like using
That's
like,
what I always use to make the grocery
that's
list.
grocery list stuff, ideas for shows. And yeah, I jotted that down.
Yeah.
I just said kits, Amy.
You just need those keywords just so you can like remember what it is.
Got to do that because otherwise, like I will. It'll just be gone, and it'll be gone forever. The other day I was home. I got home from work and I was doing something, and I was like, oh, I need to text Jackie about something. And then I did something else, just one thing. I was like, I need to do this first. And then I finished what I was doing. I felt great about it, and I was like, all right, what was I gonna do?
Oh my
Shit.
God.
Gone forever.
And then it's like, no, I know there was something I had to do. And I ended up remembering it like 20 minutes later. But yeah,
What was it?
to text you.
I'll do that. I go upstairs and I'm like, why am I here?
I was texting you that Kelly was coming to your party.
Oh, okay.
I was like, fuck, there's something I need to do. And I don't remember what it is.
Well, like last night, I was like, what did Mr. Steve text back to you? And you're like, I'll check. And like 5 minutes later, I'm like, so did he text you?
I was like,
He's
oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Jeez.
Oh, that quickly, huh?
Did he give you that anything? Nothing? He asked me if like Jackie like pumpkin spice stuff. And I was like,
He said, how did he phrase it? And I was like, well, that's a tricky question.
she likes the smell.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
gotta be more
the
specific.
scent, like, is it a candle?
Yeah. He said because he got you some like pumpkin mead or something, which is like it's like halfway between beer and wine.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's good though. I don't know.
There's a bunch of
Pumpkin mead.
when
And
we were
it's
up in New
never that
York,
I
there's a
wouldn't
bunch of
try it.
meaderies.
Really?
I really wanted to try one, but we never.
It's
never.
interesting.
Yeah, something different.
I have some somewhere. I have some up there.
On the top of the fridge.
Shout out to the Colony Meadery and Mr. Steve for not giving us any mead last night.
Thanks, Steve.
Probably
I guess I'll get it later.
You might have drank it already. That's why he threw a bowling ball against the wall. Or something.
Yeah. God damn it.
Just high powered.
Yeah.
No, it was a great turnout last night. I'm really happy that everybody came and had fun. It was kind of a struggle. I was like, damn, there's literally nothing to do in this town except bowling for like adults. Like what
Yeah.
is, if you want to get like 20 adults together, what do you do in this town?
Probably go to a bar.
I
Yeah,
guess,
but that's
but
lame.
like,
But
right.
That's not doing something.
Right.
So like
I mean,
activity
you could go to,
wise.
like round one.
that was
Well,
the
that
other
was
one.
our
Axe
other
throwing,
option.
but there's no local ones for that. You got to go out now a little bit.
There
One
is.
just
There's
opened.
one in Exton.
Is it because I saw a
Yep.
sign on the corner
Yeah.
of 100 and 113 of something?
It was-
axe
what do they
throwing
call
club,
it?
and I was like,
Jack something?
Angry
Yeah.
Axe, Angry
Jack's
Jacks
Angry
or
Axe.
Jack's
something.
Angry Axe.
Something.
I was
They
like,
don't-
oh, it's got my name in it.
They don't pay us. We'll figure it out. I want to check it out because that shit's expensive though. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
tried to
Yeah.
I tried to get a bunch of people together to do it and
They wanted like
and it
a
was like
deposit of like $500.
Oh, give me a
Yeah,
break.
it's too much.
It's too much.
Figure the more places that open though, the lower the prices.
Yeah.
Theoretically would get.
Yeah. They're opening a Top Golf, I think, in
Top Golf is a good time.
King of Prussia. I think they're doing that in King of Prussia.
And that's not that expensive.
No.
At all.
That's what I hear.
They're definitely doing one, I thought, in Philly.
Is that what I don't remember.
It was like Northeast Philly.
Well, there's that. Did you see that? There's that place. I'm totally blanking on the name. There's one somewhat locally. They're opening in Westchester, but it's this whole venue that has all sorts of activities. There was an article in Daily Local recently about it. And I feel like somebody post it on our group chat. I don't remember.
Maybe.
I was showing the kids, but there's all sorts of like, it's a whole, I mean, there's stuff for the kids of like the little things they can crawl through and whatever.
Yeah.
But there's also an arcade. There's gaming. There's
a really
it's a whole facility of like a whole complex of stuff you can
is
do.
that like a Dave and Buster's, but
I
like
feel
a
like
little
it's
different?
similar.
It's like a,
And I'll never be able
it's
to
probably
remember
like Dave
what
and
it
Buster's
is.
and like Bounce You or something. I feel like combined.
But it seemed like pretty legit. I feel like Danny said something. I swear Danny was involved in a conversation about this.
I don't know.
So it must have been on the group chat. And it would be great if I could like actually
Find
remember what these
I
things
think
were.
You'll never
he told
find
me
it
that they
there.
were bringing like the work. Is it called the Works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome.
Boom.
I'm in the conversation,
Yes,
guys.
yes.
Yes. So there's one in there's one in Reading right now.
Yeah.
So all age fun
I
zone
didn't know that was what
featuring.
you were talking about.
You're
I
so
knew it the
good.
whole time.
See, you're better than you think you are.
Oh.
I knew it the whole time.
Arcade games, foam climbing play area, and eatery with a full bar.
The Works
They've
is
got-
fun. I've been there once.
But they're opening one locally. That's not. I mean, Reading's not far, but
Yeah. It's like I just was like thinking about it, and while I was setting it up, it's like, God, well, I guess the bowling alley.
Yeah.
I feel like this place is kind of like Arnold's slash.
Arnold's is cool.
Arnold's is fun.
See, I like arcades. I like arcades.
Yeah.
I feel
There's
like
a
that's
little,
cool
I
thing.
swear, it's like a little arcade place that's like next to where we go to physical therapy.
I think you're right.
But what's it called? Like
I don't know.
Elite something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember walking up and being like, what the hell is this place? And then I couldn't tell if it was open or not.
Yeah.
But it looked like there's like arcade games and stuff in there.
And then
I don't know how fun it is.
Then like arcades are cool, and then you like Jackie and I, because we're talking about round one or whatever, because that's an option.
Yeah, but that place is
That place is packed all the time. And
beat.
it's
Like
crazy.
all the shit is broken now.
Everything's broken,
there's-
yes.
Everything's
And
broken.
it's so loud in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, well, would you rather do round one than bowling? And I was like, honestly, if
Round
we
one
do,
has bowling.
I hate bowling there.
I've
Their
never bowled
lanes
there.
are narrow.
Oh, they're like
they're cheap. It's costs more money to do it.
The
I don't
balls
know.
like bounce off the floor.
No,
there.
I think
It's
round
like
one, the
plastic.
great part about round one is in that back corner, they have all the old school games and you can pay a flat price for unlimited play.
Yeah.
So that part of things is great. I think the rest of it's a freaking waste of money.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I said to him, I was like, if we're gonna get like 20 people together and go to round one, everyone's gonna split up and go do their own
Yeah.
thing. And
That's not a birthday party.
right, it's not that kind of birthday party.
Bowling kept everybody together. It was
Yeah.
great. It was a good time.
Yeah, minus the slow bar.
Right.
Yeah, that was
my
crazy.
God.
Yeah, Danny and Allison, you guys were gone for like
Oh my
ever. I'm like, were they
God.
having sex in the bathroom or something? Because they've been
Yeah, it
gone
was
for like 30
crazy.
minutes.
It was crazy.
Then like most of your soccer friends were gone too, and I felt bad for Jess and Jarrett.
Yeah, 'cause they
showed
were
up.
waiting.
I was like, yeah, you guys will be on this lane with these guys. They're just getting drinks. They'll be right down. And then like
By right
literally
down, we mean-
15 minutes later,
Yeah.
I'm just like, they'll be here. I promise. They are
It was
here.
Insane.
One bartender for all the people in that place, and you have to get a wristband and.
And at one point, so they had somebody at the top of the stairs doing wristbands, but that person disappeared for some reason. So then the chick had to do wristbands and serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys, come
Yeah,
on. It's
get
a
your shit
Saturday night.
together.
And you guys
Right.
knew that there was all
Honestly,
these people coming. Like,
There's really no reason that they can't do that at the counter when you come in and you get your shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
That would, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
but for instance, I didn't. Because I was sure,
Right.
like, why they could have done that downstairs and
Yeah,
do
they could've.
wristbands downstairs.
Wristbands downstairs, and you
And
go
then
to the
just
bar.
do
And if you
up to
don't
the
have
bar.
a wristband at the bar, go back downstairs.
I think they do it downstairs if you want. Because they sell bottles and cans of beer downstairs. And I didn't know that before I went upstairs. Like I was looking for Danny like around the corner, and the lady at the desk was like, "Do you want something?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "No, I have beer back here. We'll sell." I'm like, "Oh, well, no."
You should tell somebody that.
Yeah, you should kind of like advertise
Yeah.
for that a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. It was still a really good time. What else? Did you guys do anything else this weekend? She's thinking.
I'm thinking.
I went to a friend's house on Friday night to see, because my girlfriend who had the baby, who didn't come to my vacation, the kids of our group have not met the baby yet.
Okay.
So we all got together, had pizza, and just hung out. So all the kids could oh my God, they all lined up to I'm like,
See and hold the baby.
like, you can't hold him. I'm like, you wash your hands,
Right.
do all that stuff. And then you can take turns holding his hand and talking to him and whatever. So we did that on Friday.
That's cute.
That's it.
No, I don't.
I Etsy'd all weekend.
No, but we went out after the bowling last night, and we went to PJ's to get wings. We had a beer there, and I already was a few beers in. Guys, I
really?
went home, and I put on Vampire Diaries because I'm obsessed. And I remember Danny coming in, but I was kind of tipsy. And I was like, why didn't you bring me that ice cream cone? He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So he went downstairs, got me an ice cream cone, and I ate it with my eyes closed, half asleep. I woke up with cones stuck to my shirt.
Oh my God.
I know.
You're
So
like
that's
that
all- so I have an
toddler,
awful headache
refuses
this
to
morning.
take a nap
know.
and then falls asleep while eating
Yeah.
food.
Literally,
'Cause
my
food
eyes
is
closed.
life.
I
whole
really
time.
wish he had taken a video of that.
No, I was like,
Danny, next time,
know.
don't fail
get
us.
on it.
What the fuck, Danny?
That would have been a viral sensation.
Where the fuck's my ice cream? And I don't think I opened my eyes when I was yelling at him either. I was asleep when he walked in.
But you wanted ice cream.
And then it was it triggered. I was like, I want ice cream. Why didn't you bring it up?
Have you ever said I woke Taylor up the other night to just be like, hey, I'm prepping for bed. Finn's been out. I fed the fish.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have to do it. I just have to. But he had that crazy look in his eye where you
they're
can
still
tell.
asleep.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, babe. No, you're okay. And I was like consoling you to be like, you're okay. And you're like, I went to give you a kiss. And you're like, I'm so sweaty. And I was like, dude, I don't care. What's wrong with you?
I just remember waking up just covered in sweat. I shouldn't have fallen asleep. I was in my sweatpants still.
we were still
in
fully
chill
clothed.
mode. Yeah. And whenever I sleep, I just instantly get hotter.
Oh my
So
God.
I just sleep with a sheet on pretty much. But I woke up and I'm just everything's just stuck to me. And she's talking to me and I'm just I don't even remember anything else just other than just being ridiculously uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Danny used
So-
to be super abusive in the middle of the night.
Really?
But we can get I know we have to take a break.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to.
Well, we'll come back. We'll talk about it when we come back. We'll be right back with more Relatable Radio.
Hey, Taylor Cooper here, and if you're looking for real, all-natural relief from stress and muscle soreness, you've got to check out our friends at Eunomia CBD. Eunomia CBD products are grown and processed in the USA, nano-amplified, 100% THC-free, and third-party lab tested. Order anywhere in the U.S. and use promo code MBN to get free shipping plus 20% off your entire order just for our listeners. What are you waiting for? Is stress wearing you down? Are sore muscles getting in the way of your weekend plans? Eunomia CBD is a game changer. I personally love their menthol pain relief lotion. Their gummies are delicious, and they even have CBD treats for your dogs. Go to eunomiacbd.com, check out all their products, and don't forget to use promo code MBN for an extra 20% off your order plus free shipping. It's your life. Feel better. Eunomia CBD. That's EUNOMIA. EUNOMIA. CBD.com. Go there now. Use MBN as the promo code. Get 20% off and free shipping. Must be 18 years old or older to purchase.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
We're back.
So awkward.
The fucking finger gun, man.
Finger guns.
He's finger gunning me, and he's making the most goofiest face.
Well,
because he knows it's the Patreon.
Patreon people know what we're talking about.
When I was listening to last week's episode, I laughed harder at that part than I did at the cum dumpster part.
Hard.
And like I forgot how funny it was, and I was sitting at work like crying, laughing, listening to the Patreon
Meanwhile,
version.
let me tell you, at bowling last night, I never paid attention to my part, and people would be like, "Hey, come, dumpster, it's your turn."
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, CD, it's your turn.
I'm like, that's a nickname that every girl wants to have.
You did it to yourself.
Dude,
John-
you're doing something right.
John was like setting up the names for your lane, and he was like, "I almost put cum dumpster, but
You know what? And
it's
on
a
the
family
drive there, I was
experience."
like, "Fuck." I even
Your
thought
timing
about
was
it.
really bad with that story when
It's like,
seeing
oh my
everybody
God.
this weekend.
I had thought about it.
Go back, listen to last week, specifically the last like 15 minutes of last week's episode if you didn't hear it, and sign up for Patreon because it's always funny. Like
Worth
it's always
it.
funny.
No pressure.
This show has probably one of the best Patreon things.
What do you mean? Probably.
It just is, hands down.
The segment's great.
Yeah.
The segment's great.
Yeah.
And it gets deep.
Lots
it
of
gets,
fun.
but
It's
it's
the only
funny
time
too.
we have some uniform in this thing.
Yeah, right?
Otherwise, it's a free for
We
all.
still
schedule.
sometimes go off, I guess, off script, but whatever. We like tangents. We're women. That's what we do.
That's right.
That's what makes us relatable.
So, Allison, you had an injury last night at bowling. We didn't really talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I did. So I got these new earrings from Target.
They're really
and
cute. They're
I
like
have really-
tassels.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I have really small ears. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
You have small ears.
No.
You
Wait,
know?
take your headphones off real quick. Now I need to see your ears.
Really?
Show us your small ears.
You guys see?
Oh, you did?
No.
I mean, they're not abnormally small.
Well,
They're not midget ears.
the nurses say different, okay, guys?
The nurses.
What
Yeah, like
nurses?
What
you know, like
nurses?
when you know, like they have to take your temp or something, like in the hospital, or you
Yeah.
know, when you have babies.
Somebody commented
comment
on
on
the
your
side
ears?
They can't
Really?
even get the thing in.
You just have
small
narrow
canals.
canals.
All right, narrow
small
canals.
lobes.
Yeah, but your ears are not.
Okay.
They're reasonable. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're norm.
I feel
Yeah.
like we should
Okay.
post a poll with a picture of your ear. And be like, okay, guys.
All right, guys, be gentle
All right.
with your comments.
Well, maybe it's just the backing that's like super close. So I was giving everybody hugs, and I could feel it like hitting the back. of my,
Stabbing you?
Yes. But then Jackie's like, "Oh my God, I think you're bleeding."
I like look and I just see this trickle of blood running just a little bit. It wasn't that noticeable, but because I was right next to you and I was like, "Honey, I think you're bleeding," and you're like, "Oh my God!" She
And
like
I rubbed
wipes.
this all over my hands, and then I hit Jackie.
I started yelling, "This is how AIDS happens."
We transferred.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely gave me
Sharing
AIDS.
is caring,
I have AIDS
guys.
now, guys.
Sharing is caring.
But I wasn't going to wash my hands.
Full blown
I was just
HIV.
kind of rubbing it off like it was like dirt. Yeah.
She was about to, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Sweetie, go wash your hands."
Honey,
At
sweet.
that point, I needed to be like kind of
And she went,
told what to do.
"Okay, okay," and she just kind of did this little head bobble thing, like, "Okay,"
Yeah,
tucked her
it's
purse under her
reasonable.
arm and trucked over to the bathroom to go wash her hands.
So dumb.
Yeah,
That's great.
but
Allison,
yeah,
you're always a good time.
always.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I try. I try.
But you're going to talk about Danny abusive in the middle of the night.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like if I would startle him in any way, like I'm super careful because he will. Once there's been multiple times he has picked me up by my ankle.
what?
Yeah.
Why?
Like it's terrifying.
Why is he
Like,
doing
all
it?
the
I
way
don't know.
up?
Yes,
Like he's standing
yes.
up and
All the
he
way
picks
And
up.
there's times when like I'll get up and I do it so slowly now because I'm terrified, and he will get up and he will slam me back on the bed, and he has no recollection of this.
Wow.
That could be a good thing, depending on how he's doing
So
it.
like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, please don't wake up, please don't wake up. Yeah, it's scary.
Really?
I'm like,
How
Danny's
does
a
he
big
react to
guy.
his,
Like, that's
what does his alarm sound like when it goes off?
It's the normal whatever.
Gentle little.
Yeah, like whatever iPhone alarm it is. Yeah.
and he doesn't wake up badly from that.
No. But if he's startled. The latest was he had a dream that Summer was falling off the playground, and I had happened to get up out of bed.
So you're now
And he,
Summer
like,
in
slammed
real
me
life.
down.
Yeah.
He was trying to protect you.
And it was like,
Then where'd
yeah.
you
It's a
fall?
protective papa thing.
And now like we're at a point where we don't say, like he'll wake up, but we don't say anything until the next morning. He's like, hey,
Hey,
I know what I did. I'm like,
I know what I did last night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say shit to you until I know you're actually awake.
Kevin's like elbowed me
I've been elbowed.
in the face.
Yeah.
Or
I'm like,
like
dude,
accidentally punched
Bose.
me in the face in the middle of the night. Like those things have definitely happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the bows are the worst.
The bows. Watch them bows.
Throw them
yo.
bows.
I'll like, go to put my arm behind my head kind of deal. And
yeah,
just,
right
like,
in her face.
Elbow
Yeah, that's
Jackie right in the face.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
seriously, dude? I just move it.
Move it.
I'm like, because he's still asleep. I swear he doesn't wake up when it happens. So
I
I'll
push Kevin
just,
over all the time and like move him, adjust him to like get him away from me.
get where you need to be.
Get on your side.
Or the worst is like when he'll like roll. I'll still be awake. He'll like roll over to like cuddle. He's asleep, and then he starts snoring, but he's right in my
I
face.
have
Like
no
his
tolerance.
face is like right next to mine, and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me right now!
Yeah.
Shit's not gonna happen."
So actually, I wanted to ask you ladies because, so Friday night I was out getting drinks with a friend, and my sister called me and said, I have to go take Maggie Ann to the hospital. I think she needs stitches. She gashed her head open. So now I'm curious, have your children ever gotten any serious injuries where you've had to rush them to the hospital?
I don't even want to have this conversation because I don't want to jinx myself.
Knock on this
Knock
wood.
on-
This is all wood here.
Real wood.
Real
Short
wood.
answer: no.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not like a bloody. Like that was crazy.
Her whole shirt was covered.
Yo, that picture. And
She
then
looked
I was
like- it
sitting
looked
there.
like a
Kevin and I were
Halloween
talking about it
outfit.
as you sent me that picture. And Jackson walked in the room and was like, "Oh, Mom, can I see?" Nope, you can't see this blood everywhere, dude. You can't.
Yeah,
You'll.
right.
This is not.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was
Then I found
bad.
out she wasn't just jumping on the bed,
girl.
by the way. She went to go jump from the dresser to the bed.
Oh, well, see, you know what?
But she-
That's what
and hit
fucking
the fan.
happens.
That's what happens. And then she hit the light fixture at the bottom of
yeah.
the ceiling fan. I was like,
I hope
was like,
she learned her
girl,
lesson.
I think she did. But it's just, and then she, so I go over yesterday. I was like, Maggie, I'm going to come over, stop over, check on Maggie Ann, hang out for a little bit. Cause I feel like I haven't seen her kids in a while. And so I was like, I'll stop at the store and just pick up stuff for breakfast. I got over there a little after 10. And Maggie Ann's like, I remember why I jumped off the dresser. There was something standing behind Jenny.
What?
She they think the house is haunted. I know it's not haunted.
How do you know? What if it
Because
is?
I
You know,
think
kids are more sensitive to those things.
I know, but I honestly think like it's in her head because her dad probably said something,
And now it's like a thing.
and now it's a thing. Yeah. He used to scare, like, if they were, like, kind of starting to misbehave, he'd be like, you want me to put out there with Bigfoot? He's out there waiting for you.
Oh my God.
And then they'd be crying, and I'm like, dude, you're scarring
like
your
Cole
children.
would love that. Jackson has a thing. Like, he's terrified of anything scary. Refuses to go to the Halloween store. Won't even entertain the idea because he's so terrified of it. When on Friday night, there was another little boy who's 4, and they were all the other kids are 7. So there's 3 7-year-olds and 2 4-year-olds. They're all playing outside. It's dark. They have glow necklaces and stuff. And all of a sudden Jackson comes in kind of freaked out. And then TJ comes in and he's like, there's were puppies out there. Because he watched some show and there was were puppies and whatever. But TJ's like, I heard a noise, like a real noise. And then I'm out there later and TJ's making the sound of a werewolf.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, TJ, you heard the noise. You're making the noise, but it was freaking Jackson out. Like, and then he was like, Mom, I want to go home. I'm like, dude, they're just playing. Like, they're just playing pretend.
See, I'm awful. I'd be like,
Oh, God.
He's like, Mommy, monsters aren't real. But he asks, like, can you confirm that, Mom? Like, I'm
Yeah.
right. Like, I know they're not. Can you, like, just make sure?
Yeah,
and tell me,
right.
like, they're not real. Like, no, they're not
Question
real.
mark.
But sometimes
not real.
people can act like monsters.
True story.
But did you guys ever have injuries like that as kids? Like, Maggie and I definitely bumped heads.
I broke my foot twice. In the
Same
span
foot?
of like 6
Same
weeks.
foot?
Same foot. Yeah, I broke it and then broke it again right after it healed. First time I was so
be a
I'm
weird
clumsy,
feelings.
guys. Like I am not the most coordinated person in the world. You remember Skip It, which is
Yes.
still a thing.
No, I just
right?
did that not long
I was
ago.
skipping it, right? I was,
Yeah.
and then I tripped because obviously that's kind of what happens. And I went to fall, but I
Stop it.
tried
I'm
to
getting
catch
weird feelings.
myself. Right, so I didn't fall. I caught myself, but my foot twisted, and like that outer bone on the outside of your foot, broke. And then it healed.
She's skipping it again, probably.
No, I was playing with my little. I remember it so clearly. I was playing with my little brother. I was on the edge of the couch, and I was in 2nd, 3rd grade. So I was like what 7, 6, between 6 and 8, somewhere in there. And I was jumping up and down on the side of the couch, and I landed. Not even anything crazy, and you could hear it break.
Stop.
everyone in the room, like, you
I'm
could
getting the
hear
heebie-jeebies
it.
right now.
And then
do it.
I was telling my mom, I'm like, it's broken again. And then she thought I was just being dramatic. And like, I remember like, it was like wrapped up and I'm like crawling because now I was probably being a little dramatic because I do have tendencies. Okay. As Kevin would definitely tell you. And she refused to believe me that it was broken again. And she thought I was just being dramatic. And then finally took me to the doctor and it was broken. And then
But
she
what
felt
made,
really
what made her
bad.
take you to the doctor though? Was it
My
swollen?
bitching probably.
Okay.
You didn't go that day?
I don't remember. I was really young. I don't remember what the timeline looked like. In my
As a
head, I just
kid-
remember complaining about it, her telling me to stop complaining.
Yeah.
God.
And then
But I also feel like as a kid, like you don't understand time, and now looking back on it, you're like,
it could have been like a day.
It
She
could
was
have been a
probably
day.
waiting for an appointment or something.
It
You know
could
what I
have
mean?
been
Like,
12 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
so I had a cast the first time, and then the second time I had a boot.
okay. Damn. So Maggie and I bumped heads. We both were wearing glasses. We both hit same eye. So left eye to left eye. We were running around in the dark after our neighbor was like, stop running around in the dark before someone gets hurt. We kept running and almost immediately karma was like,
Telling
boom.
you. See?
And I was just like laughing. I was like, oh my God. And like it hurt, but I was like laughing at first. And when they turned the light on, it was like all this blood coming out of our
everywhere.
eyebrows. So my dad had to take us to Chester County and then we got stitches. I don't remember how long stitches stayed in for back then, but it seemed like at least 2 weeks. I don't know.
Really long?
I don't know.
That doesn't make
Maybe it's a
usually
week.
like a week.
Okay.
Again, time
Weeks,
as a child.
I know,
is
but
so,
weeks seem so short. Like now, the doctors said to prevent less scarring, they're going to keep Maggie and stitches in for a week.
Yeah,
and they
take them
said
out.
she's really lucky because if it had gone any deeper, it would have affected the muscle that like lifts your eyebrows and stuff.
no.
So she got 13 stitches in her forehead.
And it sucks because like she's too early to rock that for Halloween.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if it was
Her
like
stitches
2
will
weeks
be-
from now,
yeah,
she
she'll
could
get
have
her stitches
totally
out by next
had
weekend.
a fucking awesome Halloween costume.
Well, she wants to be Jasmine.
Oh, well, yeah, well, that's
So,
not
it's a
Jasmine.
little different.
Maybe like a zombie Jasmine.
But she was,
like, with-
but it's funny though because like Maggie's like, well, your stitches will be out by the time we go to Aunt Trish's Halloween party, and she's like, oh man, because I guess she wanted her cousins to see her stitches.
oh yeah, you want to show off.
Yeah, but and I broke my arm,
I did
and
too.
I've broken my right big toe. Yeah,
Oh.
Jackson always.
Soccer?
the toe. No, none of it was from soccer.
Oh.
I came down the steps like a kid, like fast, and we had this asshole cat. And the food and water bowl were at the bottom of the steps, and he used to knock his water bowl over. So when I hit the linoleum floor, I was like, whoop, and I think I landed on my big toe. And like, I'm
my
not a
head, I see
ballerina,
this,
guys.
like,
Not
weird-
a ballerina.
Nah, no.
And there's nothing they do for broken toes. You just tape it together.
Right, and then
Yeah.
that's it. Jackson always hits his toes on things. And like I have a thing with like baby feet. Like I love like baby feet. No, his feet are not really babyish anymore, but and he'll be like, "Mom, I hurt my toe." I'm like, "Which one?" And no matter which toe he says, whether it's my little one or my big one, I was like, "But that's my favorite." And every time it makes him laugh.
Yeah.
Every time.
Not your baby
He's like, "Mom, that's not your favorite."
I broke
That's
my
not my
entire
favorite.
arm. Like,
What do you mean
from
your
the
entire
top of the
arm?
shoulder all
What'd
the
you
way
do?
down. Oh, gosh.
Was it the left?
Yeah. I was jumping out of a truck.
I'm sorry.
How
what?
old were you?
I was in second grade.
I was when I broke my arm. I was in second
That's what,
grade.
I think that's around
so
the
funny.
age I broke my foot too.
I went to jump and my foot got stuck in the tire thing in the back of the.
Okay.
Wait, was the truck moving?
No.
Okay.
Even the doctors asked me that. Even the doctors asked me that.
So were you in the like in the bed of the truck?
Yeah, and I was jumping. It was in the side of the street, and I was jumping into grass.
Okay.
And I went to jump, and my foot got stuck, and I
landed on your arm?
but I landed in a spot where half of my arm was on the curb,
Ugh.
and the half was on the
fuck.
street. Yeah,
Whoop whoop.
yeah.
God.
So they
Yeah, I
couldn't even
jumped off a
cast
s-
it.
I
They
ju-
had
I-
a body cast me, like it went around.
You really know how to fuck it up, huh?
I know.
I broke my left like elbow when I was in second grade. I jumped off a swing. After my sister was like, "Don't do it," and I was like,
So I
"I
see
do
a
what I
running
want."
theme here, Jackie, with your injuries of
Yeah.
people telling you not to do
Not
something.
to do something, and I do
then
it
you do it
anyway. Cause fuck them.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember if my alarm made like if it was behind me or in front of me. Part of me thinks it was behind me and
Oh
broke.
God.
Bones freak
now
me
I
out.
have, like, a really
bones are-
weird-
Yeah.
Like this arm just
It like
curls.
goes out.
Ah.
But my mom one time was like, I can't believe it didn't heal right. I was like, Mom, when you're 8, your bones are still growing. Like, how do you expect them? How do you compensate for this when you're 8? Like, whatever. It's just a really weird arm. Like I do YMCA. And it's not a Y.
It bends
Oh
the
my
wrong
God.
way.
It's
Yeah.
like an L.
Hey, everyone's like, oh my God, you're double jointed. I'm like, not really. There's nothing really cool about it other than it freaks people out.
Yeah.
It's a nice party trick.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey guys, want to see something creepy? Wah, wah. When I was in massage therapy school, one of my friends, whenever we'd get teamed up together, he'd get to like my left arm and then he'd be like, ugh. Like always, he'd like just grab it and start like
No, I can't.
rocking. I'm like, dude, move on.
Yeah. Gross. That's gross.
I sprained my wrist once. I forget how I was young. I was still living in Virginia, and I went over the handlebars of my bike.
Oh, I've done that.
Like I was going down a hill really fast and wasn't paying attention.
Yyep.
And I hit the curb
Every time.
or
Oh,
whatever,
God, yeah.
and just went right over the handlebars and landed right on my wrist. And I immediately went home and was like, I can't move my hand. Like I can't move this whole thing. And they were like, nah, don't worry about it. You just hurt yourself. And then,
Parenting
like,
in the 90s.
yeah, then I ended up going to the hospital like the next day, and I just was in like a splint for a couple weeks or whatever. I broke my foot. This was as an adult
At your party.
at my party. I think we talked about it. I don't know.
But
if it
like,
was
how
on
did you
Patreon.
break it though?
I lifted a very small person up to give them a hug, and I ended up slipping kind of off the curb. Like my foot slipped off the curb, and it wasn't like it was like a curb on a sidewalk. It was just kind of like a path in my backyard. So it wasn't like a big drop off, but it was enough to just basically
Fuck your shit up.
break an entire bone in my foot. And
So lesson learned, don't pick up little people.
yeah, well, don't do it drunk either. I was
He was wasted.
yeah, because
Yes.
I kept walking on it the rest of the night.
Well, because you
and
didn't
that
feel it,
yeah.
probably, because you were
I didn't
wasted.
you fall backwards too and like break the light.
I did fall backwards.
I thought
And
you broke. There was like a
fell-
light fixture.
Yeah, I fell a couple times that night.
I was there.
I fell.
I
a couple
remember being
times.
like, dude.
I fell into one room and I tried to catch myself by grabbing a light bulb. It's plugged into the wall. I was like, oh, let me grab this. You know, so
Oh my God.
So-
Yeah, that's not gonna save you.
I fell,
That's
which
gonna hurt
is
you.
loud and probably shook the entire room. And then the whole
neighborhood.
light goes out too, and it was just a
That
dramatic.
must have been. That must have been it. Oh my god.
Dramatic experience for everybody. Other than that, I haven't like broken anything or gotten any
Knock on
like
wood.
stitches.
They're not going weird. Too old
But
for this shit.
I did have like a pretty gruesome injury on like my knees. I when I first moved to Pennsylvania, the street that I moved to was still like being built, like all the houses.
Yeah.
So it was like a paved road, obviously, but it was like still like really gravelly because they still had all the equipment and shit. Yeah. And I was just in the cul-de-sac playing like just hockey, just on my feet though. I wasn't skating or anything. And I was playing with some of the kids, making friends, and I ended up like falling, and I fell and like on my knees, and I like kind of skid a little bit, and I straight up had rocks of all
your
sizes
skin.
in my legs, and I like waddled home as fast as I could. I was like crying, and yeah, my
Everyone's
stepdad.
like,
Those people
that
were-
new kid.
New kid's
Yeah.
a weirdo.
I was like, I need to go to the hospital. And
That new kid's a pussy.
my stepdad Carl was like, I'll take care of it, and he just dug all the rocks
Ah, no,
And,
Carl,
Sounds like Carl.
It
no,
was-
not
out. It
okay.
was pretty rugged. Yeah.
I feel like we're telling scary stories.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I was my brother played hockey growing up, and we would go to the neighborhood behind us because him and his friends had hockey nets that they had built. So he was like doing that, and Maggie and I were rollerblading, and I was like near the goal, and he took a shot, and he's like, it was going to the goal, and then it just hooked it, and it hit me right in the face. He took his stuff off, and he I remember him carrying me home.
Oh.
And because we cut through the grass, so we came through like the backyard, and I just remember being like, Mom's gonna kill you, right? And he's like, I know. And I remember, don't ask me why, I remember I was like in this like lime green, like cliche 90s, lime green like t-shirt and shorts, like cotton matching. That was it.
Yeah.
It was plain though. There was no crazy design on them. And I just remember having like blood on my shirt. And I don't think that was it. I think he just like hit me in the nose. Like nothing was broken. I didn't need stitches.
You got lucky.
But I know, because
I think it would hit you in the teeth.
he's 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure
and
he
I
hit
was
that thing
about
hard.
I was probably about 8, 9.
Yeah, so he was a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, we still talk about it. He hated me as a kid, so part of me is like, you did it on
You
purpose.
did it on. It
Yeah,
didn't
right,
just
right.
hug right. It just happened.
He's
to
like,
hit you.
he's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love you, but you were such a bitch as a kid. And I'm like,
Well,
I know.
considering he's 8 years older than you too, and you're a
know.
girl and he's a
No,
boy, and
no.
it's like,
I was a terrorist. Guys, like, I had to get my way. But I think it's just like when you're the youngest, like you need attention. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't get one-on-one time with anybody
had to
unless
get
like,
it somehow.
I still don't even really get it to this day.
yeah, that's
Like,
what
hey,
happens in a
mom, do you want to
family
go
with
do
that
something?
many
I
kids.
have to like steal her away to go do. You know what I mean? Like, and then even then, someone's calling her.
Yeah, that's the basis
I'm like,
of why
don't
my birthday
answer.
is so important to me and why I make
Right.
such a big deal
It's
out of it. Because that's
one
one
day.
day I could get attention
Yeah.
from all the other siblings. It was my day, bitches.
Pay attention to me. God. Did we talk about what your kids want to be for Halloween?
We just went actually the other night and got all the costumes.
Oh, did you? I saw a Snapchat, which of dancing.
Oh yeah. Blake, was it Blake?
Oh my god, in the mirror.
Oh, in the mirror, he was
totally
so adorable.
forgot I took
oh my
that.
god, and he's
He
like
was
looking at
feeling
himself
his
in
outfit.
the mirror, and
Yes.
he's like dancing. He's getting in
He
it.
was like, "You better delete that, mom."
That's
like,
on
I
the.
did.
It's on the
After I
stairs.
sent it on
Yeah.
That one,
Snapchat to
right?
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
I didn't
he's
want to
being
show
a
my kids
Fortnite
though
character.
because Cole, if he saw it, he's gonna like. So I was very thrifty last year, which I'm so glad of because I'm broke now. Last year at the end of the year, I happened to be at Walmart with Cole for something, and they had all their costumes marked down like dollars.
Yeah,
I think I got both of their costumes for under $10.
nice.
Cole picked out a vampire, so like classic costume, which I'm glad of because like characters can sometimes
Yeah.
hit or miss. So he's a vampire, which he's not like super excited about now, but he's kind of like excited for the fake blood.
Yeah.
And I got Jackson the Dash from Incredibles,
Oh, nice.
which I already had them try them on, and like so Jackson's like, "Mom, look how fast I can run." Because I'm Dash, you know, like obviously.
And you have to like make a big deal. You're
That's
like,
so cute.
But it's weird because now I'm like, I don't have to prep anything for Halloween. Usually I'm
Yeah.
like making costumes and I'm doing
Yeah.
all
I
this
never
shit.
did all that. I
And I'm
never.
like,
Wait, where
I
did
don't
you
have to do
find
that.
the costumes at?
Walmart?
Oh, Walmart. Okay.
Yeah. They were super cheap. Like dollars.
No, we spent a pretty penny.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
$50 just for Blake's.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But he's one that will wear it all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Like he wore it. He was like, "Can I wear this while we watch Hocus Pocus?" And I'm like, "Sure." Like mask on and everything.
Yeah. Dude, get the money's worth out of it.
Can you
Yeah.
breathe in there? Like,
Right,
are
right.
you feeling claustrophobic?
And Landon's at an age where, so he's gonna be 10. So I don't know if like he's like, I'm too cool for this shit. So he's being
Dude,
like,
don't rush it. You only have so many
I
years to
know.
go trick or treat.
So he wants to wear all black, but he got this really cool mask that lights up, and it looks like the Purge mask.
Oh, God.
And he got like this bloody knife and.
Great.
Yeah, and
What about Summer?
I got her a tutu. I still have to finish hers, but she's going to be Emma Wiggle.
Of
Loves
course.
the Wiggles.
Of course. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What was like your favorite Halloween costume growing up? Do you remember? Is there
I
one
remember
that like,
one
sticks
that
out to
really,
you?
really sticks out because it was like super creative and like we always made homemade costumes, like always. And like looking back, you know, my mother was, I mean, she was very creative and knew how to stretch a dollar for sure with all the kids. So there's two that really stick out. One year I was a bubblegum machine.
Oh, I love those ideas.
So it was a plastic trash bag, which okay, not super safe to put your whole body in a trash bag, but with it, you know, the head was cut out, whatever. But it was filled with different color balloons,
yeah.
and then I had like a little sign. It was like 25 cents, whatever, in the little thing. That one got a lot of attention when I had that costume. And then the other one, I was a jack-o'-lantern, so I wore all black. And then painted my face orange, and my hair was sprayed orange. And then I painted the black
Around your eyes.
around my eyes and mouth and whatever. No, and I had the blackout stuff for your teeth.
Oh,
No one recognized me.
that's awesome.
No, like no one.
That's awesome.
At all. So those are the two that really, really stick out in my head.
I'd probably say there's two that stick out for me too. So my best friend Eric and I used to go trick or treating. Like our goal was to always like, let's get every house in this neighborhood. And one year we went as M&Ms. I forget. One of us was like, I think blue and one of us was red.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one.
It's cute. Little coordinating
And like
costumes.
somebody made it for us. And I don't remember what, like, I think it was like a friend of my mom's or a friend of my mom's friends. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Somebody made it. I just remember they weren't done in time for the school costume party.
Yeah.
So we had to be something else. And I was really bummed about that. But I had them at least for Halloween. And then I was a cell phone.
Oh yeah, what kind of cell phone?
Like old
Like a
school,
flip
because
phone?
like they weren't,
Or like the car phones.
like Zach Morris.
Yeah, like the big brick.
Yeah, and it even had like a send button, and it would make sound, like because it
Oh,
had like a battery
fancy.
pack in there. And I don't remember. I want to say like it must have been like Oriental Trading or one of those things, because you had to probably order it from a catalog. And then I kept it, and in high school, my friend's brother, who's like older, had a Halloween party at his house, and I went with her and a couple of our friends, and it like I wore it again. So like I wore that thing when I was like 9, 10 years old, and then I wore it again. It was so tight around my neck. 'Cause it's like this black little thing that you put on you, and then the whole thing around me was a cell phone. Somebody thought I was a calculator though. There was a teacher like, "Oh look, a calculator." I was like, "It's a phone." It's got a send button on it. What do you send on a calculator? So, but it was awesome.
What about you, Allison?
I was Catwoman when that was like a really big
Yeah.
thing in elementary school.
Okay.
When that movie came out.
Madonna one year. That was mom's like go-to. I didn't
Which-
even wanna
which-
be
I was
one.
like, which
phase?
Madonna? Like
I
pointy
remember
boob
wearing,
Madonna, or
like I remember, you know what?
Like
I
the
think
mom
it
and
was, like,
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I think she just forgot, and so she put me in like her fur coat and a wig, and like I just looked a mess.
you probably look like a prostitute a little bit.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Oh,
And
she's
she
a
was just
Michael
like,
Walker.
"You're Madonna."
Yeah, she's like, "This is Madonna, okay?"
And like Madonna's
okay.
a great one because there's so many different Madonnas that you
Yeah.
can literally put any combination of things
Right,
together. Like,
right.
that's
Yeah.
Madonna.
Right.
Yeah.
And well, that's what I was one year.
I like 80s Madonna.
Yeah. And then it got to a point where I would like coordinate with my girlfriends, and we'd be like Disney princesses one year, or you know, something like that. But I
Yeah.
was never like,
There's always that
know.
cliche, like, "Oh, I'm going to be a baby." And you would just wear like pajamas, new
right,
pigtails.
right.
Yeah.
The one that sticks out for me, and I was super young.
You're a penis.
I look like a penis.
I super young. This was before John and I were brothers. We were just friends from daycare, and my dad still to this day makes he's a designer, graphic designer. He makes like displays out of like corrugated cardboard for chips, whatever. Back then, he was still doing that, and John and I were obsessed with the Ninja Turtles, just like all the boys,
Like every boy
was
still.
in the early
Yeah.
90s. And he made like turtle shells, you know, everything, the whole nine out of it. Like we were straight up Ninja Turtles for Halloween. And like my mom wore like a yellow like jumpsuit, you know, carried a little
was
tape recorder around. She was April
Oh, that's
O'Neil.
cute.
And my dad made like the dopest cardboard like Shredder costume. So he was Shredder, and he was walking
He
around
was
with
probably so excited
it
to do
was
that.
the coolest thing ever. Years and years later, after John and I were stepbrothers, my stepdad Carl would always deck our whole house out for Halloween, like the whole thing, like strobe lights and bats flying around and all this shit. But the real big thing that he would do was he had like this cage that he made for the front door. And he would sit there as something like a gorilla or anything, but he would like sit there and like you put like a little bit of straw hanging out of his shit so people
Yeah.
would think that he was fake. He literally made a little girl pee herself. He scared her so bad. She peed herself on our front deck. It was hysterical. But one other Halloween costume, and it was a make yourself thing. I kind of came up with the whole idea. And looking back on it, it was really, really dumb. So they have the shades. It's the mask that you put on that you can't see your face, but you can see out.
Yeah.
So I had that on, and then I put a Dracula cape on top of my head, so I would be the headless horseman. But I didn't have any shoulders out here, so it just looked like this veil kind of thing hanging down from nothing. I just looked really, really dumb. It was stupid. But the Ninja Turtle thing, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
I was thinking about scaring the kids this year.
Yeah,
Like,
do it.
sitting in my front lawn and just like super quiet.
Yeah.
Kevin
And I
loves.
think I want to be like
Kevin does that every year.
Pennywise or something.
Oh
That's
God.
scary. But I have to get into like character.
Did you guys see the second movie?
No,
It's really good. I saw it.
I need to see
not
it.
my thing.
I want to
I
see
don't
it.
do horror.
I want to see it broad daylight. That's how I,
gotta be dead daylight out
Yeah,
there.
that's how I do scary movies. During the day, all the window shades open.
I definitely like yelled at some parts that I was like, no one else I don't think just yelled. But I was like all amped up. But I don't know. I think I like this one better than the first one, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I think they said they made it scarier, right? Was it scarier than the first?
To be honest, I gotta watch them together. Like I'm gonna watch chapter 1 and then immediately roll into chapter 2 when I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Movie marathon.
Yeah.
You're invited, but you probably won't come. You're
Kevin will
invited.
come.
You'll come?
No,
Movie
Kevin
night.
will.
Oh,
Kevin will
sure.
definitely come.
You have to
Kevin
come in our
loves Kev's
Suki
invited.
jammies.
yeah, jammies and popcorn.
Yeah, get fucking snacks.
Still has to be broad
Sleepover
daylight
bags.
though. Still has
Yeah,
to be
Sleepover
broad.
we can do it. We can do it.
Called
in-
sleeping bag.
What the fuck is it called?
Sleepover bags.
Sleepover bags.
Allison shows up in jammies with a sleeping bag. It's like noon because it's the only time that I'll watch the movie.
Whatever. Sleeping bags are cool.
No, it's cool. We'll make a fort. We've done
Yeah.
that before.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I built a fort for my nieces.
I do forts all the
Yesterday.
time. Not all the time. I shouldn't say that. When I'm really feeling fun. I'm gonna be that fun, Mom. Let's put a fort,
Oh,
guys.
we took 4 chairs from like the kitchen, and then I put blankets over.
Yeah.
it. I laid blankets on the ground. They got pillows. I mean, it really only fit 2 at a time, but
I did a pretty good one not too long ago. I have photography equipment, so it's this whole stand to put backdrops on. So I like set that up
Oh,
in front of the couch, so it was like covering the whole. So you can
Yeah.
like still sit on the
Right.
couch and like
Yeah,
do
yeah.
stuff, but it like covers it completely.
I love it.
Yeah, it was fun. Forts are fun.
Forts are fun.
Good job this week, ladies.
As always.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Go to patreon.com. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to hear us fuck up the intro for the show.
You don't want to
It'll
miss it.
happen.
You don't want to miss it. No, great job as always, ladies. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.